Hello, hello, hello. Can everyone hear us? Oh my goodness. We are on live with Kat. So many of you had so many questions, and some of them were kind of crazy questions, but some of them were not. That I thought, she would come on. Also, Kat wanted to say thank you to all the people who had been helping her. So many of you. I don't know why I'm surprised. Um, I have the best viewers in the world, the best Globies, the best community, and you all are so kind. But now, please, if anyone wants to do something, please don't do it on this channel. That's all I'm asking you. Don't do it on this channel because a lot is taken out, and there's information on my website. And some of you have asked if Kat could establish or has a Venmo, and you have Venmo, what's it called? Venmo, and she does. So if any of you want it, I'll give that information, and I'll also provide it in the description later on this video. But hi, Adele, how are you? Yes, yes. May everyone have a blessed veterans, and thank you for the veterans. My dad was a veteran. He served in Korean War, World War II, and he was in Vietnam. Do you believe that? One person in all of those three conflicts. So, hey, nurse, what does this say? Nurse Ha 33. Hello, hello. Hey, Tony Mariani, author. Hello. CW Style 3 is in the house. Yes, thank you, veterans. Thank you, thank you. And my brother's a veteran. He is a veteran also. Hi, Barry. How are you? Says, good evening. Things are going well in Florida. I'm looking forward to courtside in January. I am too, Barry. In fact, I wasn't going to announce this, but I guess I will. I'm thinking that next weekend I may swing by courtside for a couple of days. I want to see about maybe getting a pass, a long-term pass. So I'm going to swing by, and maybe I'll even have a lunch get together at one of those crazy places over there. Anyhow, hey, Pam, Spirit 66 is in the house. Nora, hello, one of my great moderators. Vaughn's on a roll. Hey, Vaughn, how's it going? Who else is in? Hey, Crystal and La Gringa Van Life. Hello, hello. I'm popping in for just a bit as I'm visiting family, but can still listen and be here in spirit. Oh, thank you. So cool that you're visiting your family. I'm glad to hear that, Crystal. Hey, everyone is saying hello. And Crystal's saying she won't be tagging because are moderating tonight, but she's here in support. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. Graham says a beautiful Sunday morning here in Great Western Victoria, Australia. The sun is shining and the birds are singing. Oh my God, that sounds like something out of a novel or something. It's 10 a.m. here, and the bride just got out of bed, so no jokes today. So you're on a tight restraint today, huh, Graham? Okay. So the wife's got you, the bride's got you in check. Okay, so no jokes from Graham today. Adela says, hi, Kat. Good to see you.
Hi, how are you doing?
All right, Rose and Kat. I am gonna stop running my mouth soon and let Kat speak soon. Hey, Rose is saying hello. Priscilla writes, hello, Priscilla. Crystal is back. It says, okay, I can get a few in. Hello. Okay. So Crystal did have to come back to say hello to a few people. Hey, and Taylor, hello. How's it going? Oh, who is this? Rocks 1 SMF is saying hello. I hope I got that. I don't have my glasses on. Kat looks great. She does, doesn't she?
Yeah, just for the second. I've been in bed all day.
Red, hey, Red Riding Hood is in the house. Another one of my great moderators. I got a lot of great moderators. Bus a move. Oh, bus a move. I like that. So are you in a bus? I'm guessing. Hey, Lisa in limbo. Oh, you're in limbo. What is that all about? Adele said, my dad, older brother, and myself are vets. Oh, you're a vet too, Adele. Well, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for your service. My brother was in Nam. Wow, that was no joke. It was absolutely. My dad, sometimes he used to have nightmares at night, and I guess of him being in a foxhole, but he would wake up, so PTSD is a real thing. But back then, we didn't really understand it, my dad, that was what, back in the late 40s. So, and early and mid 40s, people just didn't understand it back then. Hey, Sheila Holmes is saying hello to Glow. Say, yes, go glow on, Sheila, glow on. Let's see who else. Tumble Bug and who?
You got to trade at AJ. It's gonna be noisy.
I'm gonna have to tell that bird to hush up. Okay, he wants to be part of the live. Patty Irwin's and he bites too, doesn't he?
No, only fingers.
Only fingers.
He likes
yeah.
knuckles.
Yeah, okay, all right, only fingers. Well, that's the only part of me that'll fit in there. So, Patty Irwin says, hello from Corona. Veterans Day in my family is like a family reunion. Me, my husband, our fathers, 2 sons, brother. Whoa, you're right. That is a family reunion, Patty. Thank you. Thank you to your family for your service. Hey, Rick's Gypsy says, hi, Carol. Kat's looking good. I pray she gets all the help she needs. I do too. And you all have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nora says, my dad was in, prisoner of war, POW camp in Germany, wow. Where and when they had the Great Escape. Wow. Has he told you some great stories? I bet he has some amazing stories, Nora. Wow. That's really quite a part of history he was. Busta Move is saying hello, hello. Von Rose says, oh yeah, let's do Q. Okay, well, I'm planning right now, and if something doesn't come up, you know how things change in my life, but I'm planning on being in the Q, maybe getting there Wednesday night or early Thursday morning, being there Thursday, Friday, and heading out Saturday morning because we have an engagement in San Diego on Saturday. I know what can I say? We've always got something. Jessica has such a social life. What can I say? Adele is thanking Patty and her family. M. Taylor is saying Crystal is a delight. She is. Everyone is saying hello, hello. Hey, Annie and Spence is in the house. I live all you globies. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Rose is saying hello to everyone. So, hey, Sylvia Torres is in the house, and so is Restless Road Trip. I'm watching on my TV, and the chat is over your guest's face.
What?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Restless Road Trip. I don't know.
We'll get close. Ooh, baby.
Whack. Valerie. Hey, Valerie. Hello. Nashville's in the house. Oh my goodness. Who else am I missing? Anyone else? I have a video. Oh my goodness. I have a video I was trying to get out today. In fact, I was working on it just a few minutes ago, and I thought maybe I'll still get it out, but it's too late. I'm not going to get it out. But it's something that a viewer made a statement in a comment. And after I read that comment, I decided to do a little research on my own and came up with some very interesting information about credit card debt and being on Social Security and some other things. So don't miss the video Monday because I'm going to give you some information that may be helpful. Let me just say this now. I'm not telling anyone what to do. It's not legal advice. I've said it about 80 times on the video, but it's not legal advice. It's not financial advice. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a financial planner. I'm just providing you with some information and places you can go, like Social Security website, the Social Security Administration website, debt.org, Consumer Credit Protection website for follow-up information, and also check with a financial advisor or attorney. But there may be some relief if you have credit card debt and you're trying desperately to pay it, and it's keeping you from maybe buying food, having money to put a roof over your head, and some other things. It may be some interesting information that will help some out there. Again, I'm not making any suggestions. I'm just providing this information that a viewer provided in a comment, and I went and researched it. In fact, you know what I was thinking of doing? I have so many people who have commented on the last few videos who are sharing their stories, and some of them are just heartbreaking. I mean, truly heartbreaking. But I thought that maybe I would do a a video just going over some of the comments. Would you be interested in hearing that, or can you just read the comments yourself? Let me know what you think. Also, hey, Celestial Hope 111 says, hello, happy glow gals, and happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Salute. Well, you know what? Also, I do want to mention, even though I'm not really necessarily talking about myself, but people who, children of veterans, also make sacrifices, because a lot of times, as children of veterans, our parents are gone for months or years on end at a time. We may see them only intermittently if they're stationed away. And so I just want to give a shout out to the children of veterans who sacrifice being with that parent for much of the time that they're growing up, and also to the spouses of veterans who hold down the home and keep the home fires burning while these veterans are out in the field or out away. So it's not just, although that is primarily, and we do need to thank our veterans, of course, but I want to also acknowledge families of veterans for the tremendous sacrifices that they often make. Sometimes we didn't, my mom chose to keep us stable in one spot. So my dad was the one stationed around. But sometimes you have kids who never get to stay to school more than a year or two. They're constantly moving. 1 year, I've met people who told me they had been to 12 or 13 schools growing up because their parents were in the military. And then if you have two parents in the military, oh my goodness. I know someone who had to go on a tour of duty and had to have her child stay with someone, a non-relative, for an entire year while she was overseas or in a foreign country, because she was a solo parent raising her child. So there are a lot of sacrifices made all the way around. Just wanted to bring that up. Hey, Vons on Rose says that bird has something to say. I know.
Usually
I
it's
know.
Scooby and me. Me.
Graham says, what does a cat? I thought you weren't going to do any jokes, Graham. Is the bride in the other room and can't hear this? Graham says, what does a cat say after making a joke? Just kitten. Just kidding. Okay, Graham. Okay. Sylvia Torres says hello to Red. Everyone's saying hello. Rose says, happy Veterans Day, past, present, and future heroes and families. Yes, God bless. Lake Loving B is saying hello. Thanks to Red. Priscilla Wright says, my dad and my uncle were Navy intelligence in World War II. Wow. That I hear all kinds of stories about the intelligence officers and staff, and how they did all kinds of things that they got collected information, sent out false information to fool the enemy. It was quite a task they had. Oh my goodness. Hello, Sandy. Hello. Lake Living Bee says 31 thumbs up. All right, guys, let's get those thumbs up. Thank you, Lake Living. Thank you. Oh, Lake Living. Oh, wouldn't you like to live on a lake?
Oh God, yes.
Lake Living, you're so lucky. Nora says he never wanted to talk about it. He mentioned that he voted against joining the men who tried to escape. Really? Other than that, it was really bad memories, starvation. Wow. So he didn't think it was a good idea, but I guess he must have gone along with it, Nora. Wow. I guess, yeah. Talking about experiences really does bring up the experience to you, don't you think?
Yes.
So I guess if it's a good, I mean, sometimes during the holidays or Christmas, we'll sit down to dinner and we'll talk about, our parents, and we'll laugh, and, but just like, I guess, talking about good experiences brings up good memories, talking about bad experiences also brings up bad memories.
No, my dad kept it in.
He did?
Yeah, he kept it in. Only when he was dying, when I talked to his sister, did she explain what he went through.
Wow.
So he kept it in all his life.
Was he in
He was in Korea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Let's see. Rose is saying, please hit the likes. Thank you, Rose. And Crystal's saying that. Thank you guys. Red says, I'm so sorry. That must have been rough, tough for him and his family. You, Nora. Wow, that would be. I know. Thank you, Nora. Congratulations on 76K. I know. Do you believe it? Just seems like yesterday I was celebrating 70K at 70, but yeah, 76, marching on towards 100, marching on little by little. Adele says Bob Wells interviewed a Marine vet today living off $1,200 a month. Wow. And went from a home to self-build flatbed truck with camper. Wow. $1,200 a month. That's based on the studies that I've done and research I've done. That's below the poverty line. That is below the poverty.
We should be taking care of them.
Yeah, we really should be looking after our vets. Hey, Van City Adventure. Hello. Rick's Gypsy says, I will be in Quartzsite in January. I appreciate all you do to keep us informed. Keep the content coming. All right. I will. I'll be back in January. I'm going to have a meetup in January. I was just thinking of maybe doing lunch or something when I'm there later next week. But I will be back in January, and I plan to stay for an extended period of at least 2 weeks. And, I'm going to be doing some individual with members one-on-one training, YouTube training with some of my members in Quartzsite. Hey, Mo Bang for your bucks. Hello, another one of my fabulous moderators in the house and another content creator. Oh my goodness, who else? Nora says, thanks, Red. It was tough for sure, but he had tremendous gratitude for coming out of it alive. I bet something like that would affect people in two different ways. You're either grateful for getting out alive or you're bitter for having gone through it. And I guess it's a matter of choice. We were talking about some things earlier, you and me, Kat. And hey, dearest Dawn says, I'm ashamed to admit that I have been buying all of my groceries and gas using my credit card because I only earned enough for housing. The past 18 months has been awful. You are not alone, Dawn. I'm telling you, there are so many people that I talk to who are having to buy necessities with their credit card. They just, they don't have a choice. They don't have the means to they'd starve otherwise. Do you think maybe we should go outside?
I can put him outside.
Okay. All right.
He's fine. You go take care and I'll take him out.
All right. She's going to put him outside.
He's very nosy.
But I don't want a raccoon to get him now.
Oh, no. My raccoon's out in the wild now.
Okay. The raccoon.
Now we got the train.
Between the bird and the train, I don't know, folks. I don't know. Oh, the bird's really acting up now that he's going outside. He's really he's been let me move over.
There you go. Can you see? Huh? There you go. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. He's a very noisy bird.
Yes, he is. How do you sleep? Or do you cover him at night?
Yeah, he does get covered at night. When he gets too noisy, I cover him. But you know what? He's a bird. Huh? Yeah, I like him the way he talks to me, and we argue together, and he wins.
Okay. All right. So yeah, John, I cannot tell you how many people have told me that they're living on credit cards, and if you're barely making it and something happens, what do you do? You don't have an emergency fund. It's hard to put together an emergency fund when you barely have enough to survive. So you end up living on credit cards, and the bills go up. But I do have I don't know, how old are you, Dawn? And are you receiving Social Security? Is that your primary source of income? Because I have a video coming up Monday that may have some information that would pertain to you. So just letting you know that. Hey, Letha, I was one of those kids, 2 schools each year. Yes, that's a sacrifice. That's a huge sacrifice, because just as you start to make a friend, you move on. So let me ask you this, Letha, and this is kind of personal. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But did that experience make it hard for you to connect with people? Did you always feel like, why bother? They're just going to be gone. And I'm wondering how it impacts a person as an adult, if that's how you have to keep on readjusting. Because, when you go into a school as a new kid, it takes a while to fit in anyhow,
Right.
And then if just as you're starting to fit in, you're moved, after that happens 5 or 6 times, I would think the thought would be, why bother? Because I'm just going to be gone in a little while. Just do what I sit here, do my work, and move on. But I don't know. Maybe other people aren't like that. Mary W. says, hello, ladies. My dad served in World War II in the South Pacific, and my uncle died in the same war. I'm just curious why Kat didn't sell the truck and trailer and buy a cargo or conversion van. We'll answer some of these questions. We'll remember that question, okay?
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and answer that question now so we won't forget.
The truck, I had promised to my oldest son that him and his father were very close. I only thought he was going to be out here maybe a year max. I'm on my 3rd year. Eventually, I do want to get a cab over RV, and smaller, but right now I just don't have the finances to do both and keep everything going. I have to stay stagnant, but eventually, it's really important to me that I give that truck eventually to my son.
But we have talked, and if you have to,
I will have to sell it and
get
get
your
it.
son, and he said that if you have to, you have to.
Right. And the thing is though, but there's some things that when Danny died, because he was a great father and he loved his boys and me more than anything in the world. So there's certain things that my boys wanted from him, and this is one of the things, and that's why the truck is important to get fixed and sent to him eventually.
But it is a 1998, so it's not a truck that's worth a whole lot of money.
It's a sentimental value more than anything in the world.
But it's,
I still keep a jet ski of his in my storage.
But anyhow, it is. The other thing we were talking about too was that
I need a toilet.
Well, we're not going to go into graphic detail on the video, but let's just say Kat has some health problems, and they are such, as many of you know, you had colon cancer, correct?
Yes, I have colon cancer, and we're now working on throat.
And some of the problems related to that require that she be literally a few feet from a bathroom. We're not going to go into details, but there are some side effects and things going on now that have not been resolved. So let me just answer a couple other questions. I get questions, oh, why doesn't she get a job? Why doesn't she get a job? Did he work? So I got a question that I answered today. Didn't they work? Didn't your husband work? Didn't you work?
We had 6 businesses, and he was a contractor and general contractor. Me, I was a pet sitter, dog groomer, breeder, and trainer. We also did pumpkins and Christmas trees. We always worked. And when I broke my back, I was running $1 million garden center.
Now, you didn't own the garden center.
No, I did not own that
let's
one.
Just make sure she didn't own $1 million garden center.
But we have always worked. I mean, there were times when in construction when it was slow and we were putting yellow pages down at people's doors. We've always done it that way. But with my broken back and now my health issues, I can't guarantee that I can go to a job. And I've always been the boss of a job, so I know what it requires. But that's just one of those things. I just can't do it right this second.
And you were telling me about what it's like sometimes, because I was talking to you on the phone today, right. And you're like, I gotta go.
I gotta run to the bathroom.
I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Gotta go. And you're telling me sometimes you're in the store.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta leave my groceries. I gotta run. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. But it just doesn't. There's no. With the effects that I'm having by losing half my colon and my gallbladder are just too extreme right this moment.
And a cargo van, it would have to have a bathroom in it.
Right, where I can shower and everything.
Yeah, because you're also having to do a lot of laundry because of this problem.
Right.
And you're having to go through a lot of clothes because of this problem.
I go through clothes and I go through a lot of diapers.
So we're not going to go into graphic detail, but I think you guys get the picture. So when you ask, well, why can't she work right now? Between the broken back, the problem with the colon, and the side effects, it just is not feasible right now. And even if she did go on a job, you'd probably get fired,
Well, I tried living this way and doing my pet sitting business, and I can't do it. I just can't guarantee I'm not going to wreck somebody's home. I've tried grooming in my trailer and it takes me 3 hours. I have tried dog walking, but I can't guarantee I can be there. I'm a very responsible person, and my reputation is everything. If I can't guarantee something, I can't do it.
So, for those of you who are wondering, as far as working right now, it's not, and as far as whether they did work, her and her husband were hard workers and worked every job imaginable to bring money in and to support their house. Were you and your husband on welfare when you were married or when you were together?
No, no,
So, so,
not ever.
so they were not living off the government. They were working, bringing in money, earning money any way they can, like she said, through Christmas tree farms, pumpkin patches, doing construction work, dog grooming. And don't you still have a lot of customers that still would
They would hire me in a minute, but I can't do it in a trailer. And I've done it at people's houses in their shower. But then my biggest issue is that my rear end.
Okay, we're not going to go. We're not going to go there. Okay, we get the picture. We get the picture. So for those of you who have those answers, but our questions, most people don't. But I hope we put that to rest for good, for once and for all. Let's see. Lake Living Bee says it's true. Child key to Air Force once bases moved around. Quit making friends because I knew we were moving. Yep. I would. That's what I would think. Rocks rolls on says my family wasn't military, but I went to 13 schools. They just had itchy feet. Oh my goodness. Well, no wonder your name is Rocks Rolls On. You've been rolling on for a while, Rocks. So did you get itchy feet too, or did you decide you wanted to stay more in one spot? Because I guess that would have two different impacts on you. Either you buy into that itchy feet syndrome, or you decide you want to do something the opposite. Hey, M. Taylor says we lived in 18 houses by the time I was 18. My dad was Air Force, then government contractor. Wow. My parents lived in their home from 1950 until each of them passed on. My mom in 1990 and my dad in 1996. And then
that doesn't happen anymore.
And then I just couldn't hold. I could not let go of that house. So I bought my brothers out. I took a loan because it was paid off, but I took a loan and bought each of them out. And then I kept it for another 3 or 4 years or something until it was up in the Bay Area. And I just decided it was too much try to manage it from here. And I sold it. Although now I wish I hadn't, I tell you, now it's gone up like 500% or something. Hey, Letha says, Lake Living Bee, exactly. You don't even try to make friends because it's too painful to leave them in 6 months. Wow. So how has that impacted you guys now? Do you feel the same way now, or I'm just curious? Hey, Plain Vanilla Grandma. Hi, Carol. Says hi to everyone, to all the veterans. Thank you for your service. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. That's cooking, Tim. Uh-oh, did I miss something with Tim? For more bang for your bucks. He's probably cooking some more egg rolls. Oh my goodness. Who else is? Nora says no. He didn't try to escape. About 150 tried. Wow. Oh my goodness. Vicky, hey, Vicky Vasper Fenton says I'm very grateful to all people who have served in the military and their families who supported them. Me too, Vicky. And there's some people who had it a lot more difficult than my family did. Although in those days, oh my gosh, we were so poor. They didn't back in the day, they didn't pay veterans, our military people, anything. It was, I can remember. Oh, I was asking my brother. I said, my older brother, because I don't think my younger brother Donald remembers as much. And by the time he came along, we were doing a little better. But as he got older, but I can remember putting cardboard in our shoes because we had such big holes in the bottom of our shoes. It was almost no shoe on bottom. So we cut out cardboard in that shape and put it there so our socks wouldn't get dirty or get worn out or holes in them. Tim says, war is ugly, but somebody has to defend the freedom that we all enjoy. That is true. That is true. The freedom that we enjoy is very precarious and very vulnerable and very valuable. And I that's all I can say. Rocks rolls on says you learn to cope with being the new kid all the time. Well, I would think that that would also maybe make you kind of strong. What do you think? Kind of.
Sometimes when my son was young, he was in a military housing school, and we weren't military, but we lived at the beach, and that's where his school was. And I actually went down with a bunch of moms to save a teacher that was really good for the kids, and the military kids wanted her because she just spoke to them, and she was on the list to be cut. And we went down and saved her job because she was that important to those children.
Yeah, yeah. I get, if you have one person that,
Just makes a difference.
Yeah, that stability. Hey, one of the holy, that's my sister in love, Amy. Hello, hello. Oh, let's see who else. Letha says, "Mo bang for your buck." It's true, and for some, it comes at a very high price. At some, it comes for, especially those gold star families. It comes at the highest price, the highest cost. Oh my goodness. Um, let's see who else is in here. Who else is in here? Oh, uh, never too old. RO, never too old. RO. God bless you both, Carol, for the beautiful human you are. Aw, thank you. And Kat, for all you are going through with a smile. I know she's always smiling.
I try. And some days.
But even more so, she's always helping other people out here. I mean, every time I come by, there's a line or people or a group of people that she's doing something for. So all people out here come over here if they're, have some need or something.
Well, I always try to make sure there's something for them to drink, some chips, just something that puts it in their stomach, and I'm the last stop for ladies who donate, and so we need blankets or dog food. They leave it here, and then I pass it out for them. I'm always trying to help better the situation that I'm in.
Yeah, and you were saying well, let's talk about this a little bit. I'm going to come back to the comments, but I'll say Priscilla says my dad and uncle told me things I wasn't supposed to know. I correct my history teachers and they tell me I was wrong. No, your history teachers were wrong because your dad and uncles were there. Mo Bang says, you forgot that I'm also a veteran, Carol, 30 years Air Force. That's right. Tim is a veteran. Thank you, Tim. 30 years. Wow, that's a long time. 30 years. Thank you, Tim, for your service. I did temporarily forget that, but thank you for reminding me. And what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something
that I do out here, helping people.
Oh my goodness.
I
don't remember either, but it's something that you do, helping people. But anyhow, we'll get back to it, I guess. But thank you, Tim. Crystal says the bird didn't sound too loud on the live stream. I think he was fine. Okay, well, you didn't hear him here. You didn't hear him here. That bird he was talking. Graham says he's not annoying me, Carol. I love the sound of birds. I do too, just not in my ear nonstop. Right. When I come over to visit, it's fine, but he was, he's outside now. He's outside cussing me out, but that's okay. He's saying you so and so. Vaughn's on a roll says apparently there's a rise in people withdrawing on their 401ks too. I wouldn't be surprised with the price of stuff going up.
It's insane. Even just going to the grocery store is insane nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, I was sharing on the last video how I went to get some salsa that was at one point $2.99. Now it's like $4.99. Mm-hmm. And then now of all the chicken sandwiches, I don't get them that often, but every once in a while I'll go get a Kentucky Fried Chicken because they're so thick. They're better than any of them, I think. But they used to be $3.99. Now they're $5.99. Yeah. So I'm like, when I went in there, I was like, should I get it? Should I not? Should I get it? Should I not? $5.99.
For 2 bags of chips are $10.
I'm not. I didn't get into. He's like, do you want the combo? I said no. Just give me a cup of water. Can I have a cup of water for free? He goes, yes. So I got a free cup of water and the $5.99 chicken sandwich. Whoo, buddy, you can tell how cheap I am. But yes, everyone's thanking Tim for his service. Yes, thank you. 3 Generations says, hello, fellow Globies. great to see you, Kat and Carol. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, Pam from Adventurous Spirit is thanking Tim for his serving our country for 30 years. Wow, that is something. Vaughn says, I'm in Pasadena, Adventurous. Oh, I guess there was a question there. I missed that. Uh, Stayed to myself as a military kiddo, says Lake Living. Oh my goodness. 8 of words. Hello, hello, says saying hello to everyone. Um, Letha says, yes, my oldest friend is from our final move when I was 15. All my older siblings have few childhood friends. Wow. That's
So
really,
that takes a toll.
I would imagine it would
Takes
take
a
a
big
toll.
toll.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So, so we were talking about, speaking of, I was talking about, something making you bitter or grateful. We were talking we were talking about everything that has been happening. There goes that truck. A train. Everything that has been happening. And after I did the video, Cat's after I did the video, Cat's generator went out, refrigerator started acting up, all these things. And she was telling me, and I said, well, you know what? It's actually a good time because
I was grateful. So grateful.
Because had it happened, I was saying, well, had it happened a month ago before so many people had come forward and helped, you would have been here with no generator, no power, no nothing.
I've been dead in the water.
Yeah.
So
the fact that it was going to happen and it happened now through the generosity of so many viewers, you had the money to get the generator replaced because it's under warranty and it's $100 to replace
it's
it.
It's $130 to replace
130.
it. Yeah.
So you had the money to do that.
So yeah, it's like it's whenever something happens and you're doing good, all of a sudden the world falls apart. And I was able to fit one fire after another fire after another fire.
And then I don't know if you want me to tell this or not. They messed up your Social Security.
Yes, and I got a $500 check, and I'm going, oh my God, now what am I going to do? And then all my insurance has stopped till the first of the year, and instead of my medicine being taken care of and everything like that, I'm having to pay out of pocket. But it's just another fire.
But it happened at a time
when I can solve the issues
that So you know what? Bad things happen, but good things happen too.
Mm-hmm.
And the good things are outweighing the bad things. And what do they call it? I can't think of the word I'm wanting to use, but because of the good things, the bad things aren't so bad.
No, they're stressful, but I don't do these videos with Carol for that reason. I do them because if one person is as scared as I am, what I'm doing or going through, and they see themselves in it, and I'm helping them, that's what it's important to me. And so, to give you an example, on the 12th, I had to go to a cancer place, and I saw in the building the people's name. I didn't see that. Remember that, but all I saw was cancer center, and I was scared to death. And I was reading your guys' comments, and that calmed me down, saying that I wasn't alone. And then going through it was scary, and I came back out, and I just sat in my car looking at the building and just reading the comments some more. And I felt, okay, I'm not alone. I'm just not alone yet. But that was more important than anything in the world to me.
And you didn't know when you went there, you were just going to get it
for my throat,
to get a check, but didn't know you were going to a cancer center.
I had no
clue. She called me. She was like, or I called her, and she's like, when I walked up there, the building said cancer on it.
I know.
And I was like, I said, well, they're just. I was trying to calm her down. I said, well, it's not really, doesn't mean you have cancer in your throat. It means they're just, evaluating. I was trying to think of what to say. They're just kind of checking it out. And then I was like, okay, I'll talk to you later.
but what was nice to know is I just sat there and read comments going, okay, I'm just not alone. But the reason we do all these videos is so that somebody can see themselves and what I'm going through. If I help just one person, I've done a good thing.
And we we didn't expect.
We didn't do.
I didn't expect, because I didn't put any information about her or anything. So I didn't expect. So when people, all of a sudden, people were coming, well, we want to help, we want to do this. When I was like, okay, well, I don't know.
Oh, and I cried. Trust me, I cried so hard. I'm going, oh my God, I'm just not alone right now.
And I was like, are you reading these comments? Because these comments, they were awesome. And she's like, yes, I'm reading them. Yeah. So just even making kind comments is an act of generosity.
And I read in the cards I get, I just reread them over and over, going, this is so freaking awesome. Because when you're here alone, it's hard to go through. But when you get to read somebody cares about you, then you're doing okay.
Yeah. So, well, you guys, hey.
And thank you so much. I from the bottom of my heart, that somebody cares.
You're going to make me start crying.
I know, I get teary-eyed because it's a hard thing to go through.
No, I don't know, but mentally I can kind of imagine, but of course I can't really understand because I'm not going through it. But I mean, all these things happening, it's got to be hard, But Vaughn's saying thank you again to all the veterans. Graham says it was heartbreaking at times to see our grizzly bear say goodbye to his good friends, but he always had no problem making new ones who helped. Our grizzly bear Ty. Yes. It's hard seeing people that you care about. I can't imagine, as the kids are hurting, I would imagine the parents are also hurting watching their kids.
But they're hurting watching their kids not be trusting for the next school.
Yeah.
And I read it because of the school that my son went to, and one of the reasons why we tried so hard to save this teacher's job, because it was that important.
Yeah.
Hey,
Amy and my doggy body's beautiful life. Hello. Let's see. Dearest Dawn says, I'm working and my survivor benefits SSA ended until I turn 60. What? I just can't keep up, it seems. Oh my goodness. So your SSA survivor benefits end until you turn 60? I'm not. That doesn't make sense because you're still a survivor. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
It just seems like there's so many loopholes to provide help to people. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Rose says, I know exactly how Kat feels having to be near a bathroom at all times. Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody else does.
Red says, thank you for your service, Graham Whitaker, and bride to your country. Yes. Thank you. Let's see. 8 says, life can throw you curveballs. It can. But when you have someone there, when it throws you a ball and it's about to hit you and they reach out and catch it before it hits you, that's just a wonderful thing. Some people need to show some compassion. Martin one says, yes, that's true. Very true. 3 Generations says, Poppy, who is your grizzly bear? Okay. Ty, it sounds like Ty is it. Vaughn says, yes, Martin, exactly. Pam says, I agree, this lady is very sick and can't work. Yeah, it should be. I thought it was pretty apparent from the video that I did, but I guess, it's not. So I wanted to put that to rest for once and for all. And I did answer a comment. I tried to be, no, I didn't really try to be gracious. I tried to be honest without being mean. But I was a little bit probably spicy. I think that's the word you use, spicy. I was a little spicy. What can I say?
I was one of those people that loved working 15-hour days. It was something that I enjoyed. And I was used to it. And then go from working to nothing when I broke my back in 2000, then to be a caretaker. It was actually a godsend, because breaking my back, I was able to take 10 years and take care of Danny when he got sick. And so sometimes you think that, wow, that's the worst thing in the world, but it really wasn't, because if I had been working my 15-hour days, I couldn't take care of him for 10 years. So you look at your blessings where you can.
So new to old RO says, it's just like anything else, Kat. If one has not experienced it, they usually do not understand. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Rocks Rolls On says, I made sure my daughter had the same classmates K through 12. That's very important. And my mom had made a decision. Plus my brother, Donald, he was so sick with asthma. He had to get allergy shots after school every single day for years. And gradually, then it went to 3 times a week, then 2 times a week, then one. But for years, he got him every day. And she just decided, you know what? I'm not hauling a sick kid and me and my other brother around the country nonstop and overseas. And we did live in Europe for 3 years, but then when we came back, my mom said, okay, this is it. We're going to stay in one spot. Martin says, that is why I stay at the part-time job I have with arthritis in my left hip. At almost 72, no other place will hire me. I'm in Southwest Ohio. You know, age discrimination is a real thing.
Yes.
It's no joke. I know people who have years, and I mean years, of management experience as sales, as over a department, over a sales management for, say, pharmaceutical company, a sales manager, regional manager, and got laid off, and it took them years to find another job, and nothing nearly comparable, because a lot of these companies, they don't want to hire older people, because first of all, they don't want to pay the salary. They'd rather hire someone younger and get away with paying a lot less, so you know oh, Grayman Van Life, $10. Thank you, Grayman. Thank you. I will give that to Kat. Thank you very much.
That was sweet.
That was sweet. But if anyone wants to donate to Kat, I will put at before the video ends, we'll give your Vimo information, or what's it, Vimo?
Venmo,
Venmo, whatever, something Mo. I don't have. What can I say?
I'll have to get my phone in something because I don't even know it.
Okay, Leela Calhoun says most military service people now are on food stamps. They have to be seriously. Is that crazy?
See, that should not be.
That should not be.
That family should be taken care of
for the rest.
Yeah,
the time, especially the time that they're serving the country, and they don't pay military enough. They weren't. This is long standing. I mean, we were poverty stricken. I mean, it was bad. Human says, "Hey, you all, blessings to all, with special gratitude to our veterans and their families. Absolutely, we spouses serve too, supporting our spouses. God bless America. We did." Or not we did. My mom did. Other moms did, and the kids did too. Yeah. Red says, my grandparents' house in Bay Area, my mom, aunt, and uncle sold in 95 or 96, is worth $895 on Zillow now. I know. I'm like, why did I sell this house? But I had just gotten Jessica, and I had her for a year or so, and it was just too much going back and forth, checking out. Looking back, if I had it to do all over again, I would just grind through it. But at the time, getting a special needs child and having never raised a child at 50, well, I helped raise my goddaughter, but I mean, having never raised a special needs child and having full, complete responsibility 24 hours while working full time on a demanding job, it was just a bit much. But looking back now, if I had it to do all over again, all the things.
If we could only go back,
I would pick. I'm going to ask a question. This is kind of crazy question. If you had, okay, I'm going to ask you guys, and I don't know if you want to answer it or not, maybe not. But if you had one thing to do differently in life, I probably had about 5 things I would change. But if you had one thing to do differently in life, what would that one thing be? If you could go back to any point in your life and change that, what would that one thing be? I want to.
You want mine? It's easy. Hold on, trade again.
What would your one thing be?
When my grandmother was a real estate broker, and we're an Irish family, so we have lots of cousins, and we had 11 houses that were triples and duplexes. And because we lived in all different states, we decided to sell out.
You mean your family?
The cousins did. No, that's what the cousins inherited. And at 11 pieces of property with triples and duplexes, so we sold out.
But you didn't get.
I didn't get jack. I mean, we got pennies after we paid the IRS. So he made more money. We should have held on. We would have been sitting pretty, But we all decided that we lived in so many different states that it would be easiest, and if we all regret doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What can I say? M. Taylor said, I feel I made friends very easily as an adult and fit in easily with all kinds of people. But it was hard when I was a kid. Overall, I look at our moving around as giving me lots of social skills. That's a good thing. That's a good thing
That's
because you
taking
had
a
to learn.
positive out of a negative.
Yeah, that is. That is definitely taking a positive out of a negative. Oh my goodness. Diane Anders. Hello, Diana Anders. Hello, hello. Mo Bang is ready to play ball. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travel says hi. Of course, late. Yeah, of course, but that's okay. You're here. You're here. Elsa says hello, every birdie. Rose says I got two pair of pants, two shirts, a few pairs of socks, and underwear at the Salvation Army. That was school shopping for me, and one pair at Woolworths for $2.99. Wow, wow. That we can remember. It's funny the things you can remember from your childhood, isn't it?
Right.
You know, and even remembering how much the shoes cost at Woolworths. Oh, I loved Woolworths. But yeah, the
Yeah,
things.
thrifties.
Oh, you had thrifties. How can we help? Cat Old Bird said, I will I'll go back and in the description from this video, it may be a little while to put it in. I will give your whatever
Okay.
your Venmo, Vimo, whatever the account, and then we will also. Well, do you want to just give it now?
I got to get my phone.
Okay. All right. Oh, Bird, she'll go get it now.
Hold on. Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Trailers are small.
I'm going to move over here a little bit so I don't have to move when she comes back, standing up, showing you my different parts. But let's see what else. Everyone is saying hello, and Letha says Mo Bang for my bucks. My father retired with 25 years. We just couldn't do it anymore. Thank you for your perseverance and dedication. Yes, yes. I think my dad went out at 28 years. I think so. You beat him. I know it wasn't quite 30, but 28 or 29 or something. Priscilla says, I was diagnosed with cancer during COVID. I get it and wish you all the best. Oh my goodness. On top of that, I wish you all the best, Priscilla, and I hope that you are in remission or that they were able to get it all out. I pray that you are doing
prayers
well.
for you.
Yes, absolutely. Uh, Ada Word says senior moments. I know. I am having more and more of them. Sometimes I think, okay, maybe I better start doing crossword puzzles and different things to like beef up my brain, Elsa said, my bird likes to talk. Yep, that bird. Oh, Miss Net, I didn't see you. Hello, Miss Net. Welcome in. Nora says, Carol, can you give us info again if we want to help Kat? She's pulling it up. Are you getting it?
I'm trying to find it. I'm technology illiterate.
Okay, well, we probably should have pulled this up beforehand, but we didn't. But I will definitely add it on this, on the description. I haven't done the description for this video. I'll add it on the description for this video, and I also I'll add it onto the other video. But if you can get it before this would be good. Let's see. Letha says, I'm in Northern California. Went to Costco to get gas, and it was only $4.59. I danced with joy.
Oh wow!
This is crazy that we are celebrating $4.59. I know I'm not a conspiracist, but we are happy. There was a plan here. Jack prices up to $5.50, $6, $6.50 from say $3.50. And then come back to $4.50, which is $1 more than they were, and we're celebrating. This is part of the plan. Next, they'll bring them up to $10. Then they'll bring gas down to $6, and we'll be happy. They're going to keep going. I don't know when the end is in sight, but I think it's part of a master plan. I know I sound cuckoo, but I think it is. I really do. This is part of their plan. Graham says, sorry, 3 generations just ducked out. The grizzly bear is our youngest son, Tyrone, now 23. Working in Melbourne and living with a group of mates, learning life lessons all about sharing. Yeah. 23. Those are ages when you're learning. You're definitely learning. Elsa says, priceless giver, Tim Mobang. Absolutely, Tim is. Tim helps so many people. I can't even go into telling you how many. I don't know if he wants me to, but let me just tell you, he has helped a lot of people I personally know about. Sylvie says, yeah, they are lying about the rate of inflation, or they are making it with services and discretionary spending. Rents around here double in 3 years. Yeah, clearly the poverty line that is established by the federal government is way too low. I think they said the poverty line was, I forget, was it 1250 or something like that. Well, if the poverty line is 1250 and average rents in the United States are 1300 and above,
You can't afford
at
a
the
house.
poverty line, you can't even afford to have
A roof
a
over
roof
your
over
head.
your head. So how can that be the poverty line? How can the poverty line be below even being able to put a roof over your head, much less groceries, medicine, utilities, phone, I mean, I'm not going to go on, but that the poverty line should at least be high enough to cover a average rent and groceries. And then if there's other stuff, but if you can't, you shouldn't have to be destitute to be considered at the poverty line. But anyhow, um, let's see who else is in here. Lisa says, I'm super grateful my father survived both Korea and Vietnam and was never shot despite being in the infantry. I'm really grateful for my father too, because he was on what's called a PT boat going down the the what's it called, I forget, but he was going up and down. He was on a patrol boat, and that was very dangerous. My brother was explaining it to me, how dangerous it is. Mo Bang says, Lethy, thank your father for his service. I love my adopted country, and it was a pleasure to repay my debt. Only if the people that run this country taking care of our less fortunate citizens. Yeah, yeah. That is true. So true, Tim. Maria King, hello, Maria, says a great salute to all our veterans. Yes, yes, yes.
Would that be it right there?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
It just says Kathy Roberts at Cat's Goldies.
Okay, well, let me see. Let me put it back to the page.
Okay, me. Has picture Toby on there.
Okay, well, here it's what it is, and I'll tell you what. Zero balance.
Poor. I live poor now.
Here's what it says, and I'll give you the name of it. I don't know if this is it or not, but it's Kathy. What is it? Kathy Roberts.
Yeah, at Cat's Goldies.
Cathy Roberts, Roberts, at Cats, Cats Goldies, Goldies, because she raised golden retrievers. Again, Kathy Roberts at Cats Goldies. But I'll get it. It probably will be an hour or so before I can get it up here, but I will get it up. Outdoor Travels. That's right, Lisa, you're a veteran too. 6 and 2 equals 8 years Army vet here. Just got my Buffalo Wild Wing dinner. Oh, so they're giving veterans Wild Wing dinners at Buffalo? Oh, Wild Wings. Very cool. Oh my goodness. What other things? Can someone look up and see what other things they're giving veterans today, in case anyone is able to go out and take advantage? There are a lot. If you go online though and look up free things for veterans, there's all kinds of stuff that different companies are giving. Hey, Gray Man Van Life, again, thank you so much for the super chat. Nora says, nice to meet you. Now Graham will behave. Wait. Nice to meet who? Hold on. What did I miss, Nora? Okay, I'm missing something. Did I miss Graham's bride? Uh-oh. Hey, Rose says, thank you so much, Outdoor Travels and Mo Bang, for your bucks. Yes, thank you. Let's see. Maria King says, my husband in heaven served 30 years in the Navy. Wow. You must be very proud of him, Maria. And I bet that was a lot of moving around for you, too. Pam from Adventurous Spirit 66 says, Outdoor Travels. Lisa, thank you for your service as well. My son is in the Air Force going on 12 years, and it's quite the sacrifice. It is. And thank you for your son's service, Pam. I didn't know your son. Did you tell me that? I forgot. I didn't know you had a son in the Air Force. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Gray Man is thanking. Sylvie says, cancer is terrifying. My heart goes out to you, Kat. It is terrifying.
It's very terrifying. And I have a cancer center that I go to, but the building that I saw in big letters scared the daylights out of me. And it's amazing what just triggers you. And you know what? It was a viewer who saw my throat. I didn't notice it.
Yeah, it was a viewer.
It was a viewer that
made a comment
saying that I had an Adam's apple.
Yeah, they were kind of being snarky. but it really made you decide to get it checked out.
Get it checked, and we haven't. I go in 2 weeks, and I go in for surgery for they're going to cut part of it out for a biopsy because I've already had the needle biopsy. I've already had the PET scans, and they can't decide what it is. But the thoracic surgeon's in charge of it now.
Yeah,
and
you can see. So
I'm sorry. There you go.
But
so, yeah, but that remark is what's saving my butt right now.
Yeah, it did. You wouldn't have
You
checked
know,
it out.
I
But-
didn't notice it.
Oh, Bird says, Glow Mama. I got a new name, Glow Mama.
That's cool.
It is cool. Give us an address to send help for Cat, please. All right, Bird, I will put it. I have it on the other video that I did of Cat, but I will put. Do you want to give me your address?
I don't know by heart. It's a P.O. box.
It's a P.O. box. Actually, I have it.
You have it better.
I do have it. I will give it to you, Old Bird, on here. I have it on my other what do you call it?
Web channel?
No, on my
video?
on the other video.
Yeah.
But let me look and see if I can find it on here. I have it, I think, in my
it's 1759.
I almost memorized it because I had so many people, even though I had it, I had so many people still asking me for it. So I finally just went and looked it up. Let's see. Okay, it is hold on just a second.
You'll get the bill. That's how
it's Kathy Roberts, CATHY, at 1759 Oceanside Boulevard. Again, that's 1759 Oceanside Boulevard, Suite C, like cat, number 184, Oceanside, California. And the zip is 92054. Again, that's 1759 Oceanside Boulevard, Suite C, number 184, Oceanside, California. The zip is 92054. But I'll include that information on this on the description on this video when I finally get around to doing the description later today. But thank you, Old Bird. Those are people like me who aren't good technically.
I'm terrible.
You snail mail. Snail mail.
Yeah.
Mo Bang. Lisa says, more bang for your buck. Mo Bang for your buck. Thank you for your kind words. We live in an imperfect world. That's for sure. We have much to improve. We do. Like the way we fail to care for our veterans when they return and in old age. Veterans and seniors. We have a lot to. I've always said that you can judge a society by the way they provide for the most vulnerable in that society.
Yeah, but like today I was reading, and it was about the last war that we had, the big one where they were drafting people, and the people were coming home on the planes, and they're saying you can't even wear your uniform; you have to change into sweats.
You mean Vietnam?
Yeah, and people were so angry over it, and these poor people who risked their lives we're getting so disrespected, and that's not okay.
Yeah, I remember that big thing with Jane Fonda. Oh, a lot of veterans will never forget that.
Yeah,
but I think she was young. She made some terrible mistakes, I think, and I think she realizes that now. Hopefully. But yeah, it was a terrible thing to fight for your life. Fight for your country, fighting for your life while doing it.
Well, they didn't want to be that. They weren't asked volunteering. They were told they had to be there.
And then to come home and to be
disrespected,
so denigrated. Yeah, they were having all kinds of protests when I was growing up in the Bay Area, but I wasn't involved in them, not for Vietnam, because my dad was in Vietnam. So it's like, I wasn't, what can I say? I was just praying that he got home.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me out protesting and my dad's in Vietnam? No.
That's not okay.
No. But
all you care about is your dad.
Exactly. Well, and the other people too, that they came home and that they were respected. They deserve that,
Yes, they did.
They did what they thought was right. They served their country. They answered the call.
And then just to be told you can't even wear your uniform when you get off the plane.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Grave Van Life says, Carol, bless you and your guests. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rocks rolls on says, working, dang it. 8 of Wands says, what's the best way we can support you, Kat? What would you say?
I love the comments. That helps me so much. But right now we're focusing on, we found a transmission for the truck. And that's the next fire I'm putting out is getting my truck back. So hopefully by the middle of the week, I actually have this truck back. We're hoping that it works, because we haven't been able to find a transmission in what, almost a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's a 98 Dodge truck, and it's hard.
But I do want to say this, and I'm also
Yeah.
speaking for Kat when I say this. I want to say right now, if there's anyone who is struggling financially, and I know your heart may be you want to help, but if you're struggling financially, please,
Yes.
please, please do not take anything from your budget to send. If you want to send a card, an encouragement, that
Yeah,
is
the
fine.
words of encouragement, especially when I had to go to that cancer center, were so important to me because it was scary, and when I went in there, it was scary. When I came out, it was scary. Um, so that's a lot. That helps me know that I'm just not alone.
Yeah, but
You know,
I want to emphasize, if you are having to pull and go without a meal or something
yeah,
else, please, 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 your heart is appreciated, but I would ask you not to take care of yourself first. Please do that. I just want to say that. I can't emphasize that enough. But let's see who else. We're getting ready. Oh, it's after 4 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Outdoor travel. Lisa, yes, Lisa, you went through cancer, so you understand. Cancer sucks. Lisa's saying, have not been through it. Have It was the lowest 2 years of my life, but stay positive. There are people out here that care. Yes,
yeah.
this
And
is true.
I do try and stay positive as much as I can. And even though I'm living, train again. My life is very noisy.
Yeah.
But even though I'm living in an RV, I try and help everybody out here. I try and make sure all the animals are taken care of out here.
She
Um,
rescued a
oh,
baby raccoon.
right, and I put him back to his nature.
Yeah, but I come over
He
here and
was
the
so
baby
cute.
raccoon, wasn't he sleeping with you at night?
Yes, he was.
I was like, Cat, raccoons can be really vicious little
He was cute.
buggers.
His name was Crook. But you know what? He almost got ran over one night, and so he's like 2 weeks old, and now he's back in the wild where he belongs.
Yeah, he is back in the wild, but
Yeah.
Cat was, because I was, before he went back in the wild, I was like, Cat, keep this raccoon. She goes, I know, but I just love him. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah, I
Cat,
did. He was snuggy.
you can't keep this raccoon. So he went one day with two of his, I think they were his distant cousins, came walking by, and
Yeah, he had saw two raccoons at night, and they were fishing for my ducks. And so he decided to take a walk, and I'm like, that's okay.
yeah, he went off.
But I've been training him to walk around outside it and check the water out and the thing, so he knows where he lives.
Yeah, so he's off with his other raccoon family. But she even saves raccoons. Oh my goodness. And I'm not even talking about how many dogs she's saved since being here. Oh my goodness. Including Marley.
Yeah, Marley.
Who, if those of you who remember, I gave, because I told her, I said, I have the perfect person for this dog. And I actually had one other perfect person who had lost a dog but said they weren't ready. So I said, okay, well, I know someone else that's perfect for it, and it was Lindy. And so now Lindy has Marley, who's the dog that Cat rescued, trying to rehome. So she did rehome her with Marley. So Nora says, survivor benefits started for me when I turned 60, but I didn't realize, so I applied at 62 and have been receiving it since. So, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so they don't start till 60. Blue Skies 1972 said, my brother-in-law has terminal cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So your poor sister. I'm so sorry to hear that, Blue Sky. What is his name? We'll be holding him up in prayer. Let's see. Carol, can I drop Cat's Vino in the chat? What is it? Yeah, you can if you want, Red. What is it again? It was Kathy Roberts, Cathy Roberts, at Cats, Cats Goldies.
That was the name of my business.
Goldies. That was the name of her business when she did dog grooming and stuff. So Kathy Roberts at Cats Goldies. Yeah, that's it. Kathy Roberts at Cats Goldies. Thank you, Red. Thank you very much. Let's see.
Shows you how technology illiterate I am.
Yeah,
I fight with technology.
between the two of us, we will not find anything.
But
so.
if you see a picture of a golden retriever, his name is Toby.
Okay. Here, oh, thank you. Thank you. That's Kat's address. And thank you very much, Red, for dropping that. And Marilyn Bubb says, I have as survivor benefits. I elected to not take them at the time and waited for full. Oh, okay. I got a nice lady on the SS line and she explained everything to me. Oh, so I guess if you wait, you can get more, just like Social Security, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, so survivor benefits. Sharon Lure, don't ask her to fix it. She's gonna Was something wrong? Someone saying don't fix it. I guess something must have been wrong. I'm probably way behind. Yeah, Letha, age discrimination is a real thing, even in the executive levels. Oh, absolutely. They're the people who know the most too. That's true. So true. All right. Well, it is almost 4:15. Do you believe that we've been on here an hour and 15 minutes?
My first.
Old Bird says I don't have Venmo. Other options. Yes, Old Bird. I gave the address that you could mail something to, and it's in there. Go back and look at the comments. Red entered it in there, but I'll do it one more time if I can get this up here. We're running out of time, but the address was Kathy Roberts, Roberts. Get your pen and pencil out, Old Bird, at 17 59 1759 Oceanside Boulevard, Suite C, number 184, Oceanside, California 92054. And Red Headed Riding Hood put it in the comments earlier, so you can scroll back to the comments and she has it there. All right. Okay. I think we're kind of running out of time here. And oh, did I go back? Was that an old comment from Old Bird? Okay. Hey, Lindy's in the house. Says, ooh, hi, Kat and
how's
Carol.
My Marley doing?
I think you have to fight Lindy over that when you call her my Marley.
She was a sweet dog. She really
is a sweet dog, but very energetic.
Yes.
Lots.
She bounces. I used to think of her as Tigger.
Yeah, Tigger and Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, she does bounce. Lindy's saying, "Oh boy, does she have energy?" Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome in, Lindy, and we are getting ready to head out. Dearest Dawn says the military has definitely increased housing and salary. Well, good. About time. My friend's husband was in the California Army NG, $3,700 for housing plus his salary. He was a major. Well, $3,700. I hate to tell you, dearest Dawn, I don't know if you're in California, but $3,700 if you're in San Diego, and that's where a lot of military is not that much. Because a one bedroom here is renting for about $2,400, right?
Easily.
So if you have two kids, you're going to need a 2-bedroom. So you're going to be paying over $3,300 just for a 2-bedroom house here, easily.
And what I meet on the streets is a lot of military who have suffered PSTD, and that's why they're on the streets, because they don't really take care of them afterwards. And that's a hard thing to go through.
Yeah, so $3,700 for housing, if they're in California, is not a high amount, because it's not unusual to have, if you want a 3-bedroom, $4,500,
and they're still living in poverty. Yeah.
And you still have to pay utilities, all the other things. So that's $3,700 is really not a lot, dearest Dawn. It may have been back in the day, but it's not, and not in California. Let's see. Human says, Carol, I sent you an email. Not sure if you got it, but hoping you can read and respond soon if possible. When did you send that, Human? Because I thought that I was almost caught up with my emails, almost. But is it under Human? Because I'll go and search for it. It's under HUMAN. I'll go look for it. So all right. Anthony Tripp says I'm way late. Sorry, you just got in the nick of time, Anthony, because we were about to head out. Lava Lindy's awesome van adventure. Lindy is saying had breast cancer and kidney cancer
Oh my
from
God.
the same scan on the same day. Isn't that something?
That's devastating. My heart is with you.
Yeah. She's doing good now.
Yeah. It's a tough road,
But
though, to get through.
Yeah. And people then say, oh, after a person goes through that, then they'll say, well, did they not save? Did they not make good plans? And I'm like, do you not understand how having a major catastrophic illness like that can wipe you out?
It does.
It can totally. It can be $1 million, more than $1 million, and I mean, I guess maybe those people who are asking that just don't, just don't get it. I don't know.
Well, what happens is when you go in the hospital, when Danny got sick, they literally came into my home and said, okay, you have too much. This has to go, that has to go, this has to go. We don't provide. And he was in the hospital for 40 days, ICU for 17. He wasn't supposed to survive in 2010. But in order to get a Medicare care for all these bills that was coming up, we had to liquidate quick,
Even they even talked about different things you had, recreational.
Yeah, everything had to go. They went through my house from living room to garage and said, all this has to go before he gets taken care of.
What?
Yeah.
They went through your house?
Mm-hmm. They came.
Who was they?
The hospital has a group that comes in that makes sure the bills get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew this. And so they go through and they say, okay, this has to go, this has to go.
But they went into your house.
Yes.
That seems very invasive.
Well,
going through a person's house and saying, oh no, you can't keep that. Oh no, that TV's too big. Oh no, you got to get rid of. What the heck?
What they also did was Danny got out of the hospital one time, and he went straight into somebody's car all the way down to San Diego, and he had to sign papers because they actually have a collection agency that will come to your job, your business, whatever, harass your customers to get those bills paid. I didn't know about that one. And this man had just come out of the hospital.
There's consumer credit protection now that really makes it illegal. Now that doesn't mean that it
doesn't happen. I didn't know it happened. So we went through, and when he got sick, all I did was go to the office and put all the paperwork, whatever she asked for, I gave it to her. Because I don't know it. That's their job, not mine.
That's crazy. I never heard of that.
Yeah, but when you're in the hospital for 40 days, the bills get high, and we had a nice lifestyle, but we were lucky because we worked for that lifestyle. And now to get his bills, I had to liquidate as much as I can to pay as much off
as you could. Now, apparently Diane Anders was saying about using mushroom supplements. I've never heard of
that one.
I haven't either. Please, Caroline Hannah, are you trying to torment us? She says she's in Texas and they're paying $2.85 for regular unleaded.
Oh wow!
$2.85. I can't imagine that.
I look at car gas generator.
One says Southwest Ohio is $3.29. What was $2.87? Oh my gosh! All right, Patricia Wright says, thanks, Carol and Kat. Cancer made me fearless. That's cool. When I get to 5 years post-surgery cancer-free, I'll throw a party, maybe at Quartzsite. I will come, Priscilla, if you have that party. Or when you have that party, I should say. Okay, Dearest John says, Ozzy Osbourne's son, Jack, was interviewed about expensive life in California. He was shocked. Now, this is someone who, that family has money coming out of their ears, and he was still shocked. All right, Blue Lady 22 says, where I live in California, gas is $5.89 a gallon. Oh my gosh. All right, well, Blue Sky 1972 says, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, I'm a skeptic, question everything. Yeah, I do too. All right. Letha says inflation is controlled by the Federal Reserve Chairman Gene Powell. Well, he doesn't really control inflation. What he does is he controls, they work on interest, and some of the others, they try to adjust interest to try and get inflation in check. But he cannot control your landlord raising rents. That's true. But yeah, they try to adjust. They're trying to get galloping inflation. They thought the more they raise interest rates, the more inflation will come under control. The risk of that, from what I understand, is then you can throw the economy into a recession. So it's a very, very delicate balance, which I have no idea how to even discuss. So I'm going to get off that topic. Hey, Common Cookers TV. Hello. Says, much love, lady from the UK. Hello. I got a lot of comments to my last few videos from people in the UK saying that they were having terrible problems there as seniors.
Choosing from electricity.
Yeah, it was called Fuel or Food. Yeah, they had that saying. All right. Graham says it's our Remembrance Day yesterday here. If anyone is a horse fan type in the story of Bill the something, I won't say an amazing story. Bill the Bee. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to get this video kicked off. Byron says, I'm heading to Courtside in January. Then I probably will see you there, Byron. I'm going to be there next week, but I'll be there again in January. Common Cooker says, how is it from UK? Says, how is it illegals are given the red carpet? Common Cooker, that's a whole nother video on itself, where many people are asking that question as we have seniors and citizens suffering. I don't know. I can't answer that because I don't think there is a good answer. But the new middle class are poor, says Blue Sky. Yep. Actually, there is no new middle class. I think
there used to be a difference between that. I mean,
there used to be a big middle class and a little bit the high end, a little bit at the poor end. But now there's a lot at the poor end and getting less and less there's high end, and the middle is getting squeezed.
So and they're struggling.
Yeah. They're very struggling.
They're still. My son works 2 jobs and only sleeps a couple hours a day, while his wife works too, and they're struggling.
Okay. All right. I am going to Dearest John says California ETC moves out at $30K. EIT, I don't know what that is, but people can't cover their rent and groceries, so they don't qualify for help.
I don't qualify for any help.
That's the craziest thing.
I have called Homeless Outreach. I have called the Hot Team. I have called Interfaith. I have gone to the thing because I'm not fearful for my life. I have a small income. I'm covered. It's called sheltered. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. There's nothing
because you are sheltered. They don't consider you an emergency case.
I am not.
But you're sheltered. But you get tickets all the time.
I know.
And you're at risk of having your trailer towed.
Yeah.
But this is shelter, even though you have to move. And don't you have to move tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, I have to move tonight. And so
how are you going to move? Because you don't have your truck.
Someone's gonna pull me. They were supposed to be pulling me last night, but they fell asleep, and I fell asleep.
So someone's gonna come and pull you a block or two?
An eighth of a mile.
So they have to. She has to move an eighth of a mile. How crazy!
And the police know. They all know me. I've never done anything wrong in my life, but they say they don't mind me. They just want it kept clean, and that's how I managed to stay here this long. But they can't help me. And they know I'm sick, and I keep my conversations with them open at all times.
Yeah. But now Common Cooker says, I'm talking about the ones in the hotels. Yes, that's true. There, I don't know. I saw what? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll come back to you, Common Cooker. Blue Lady 22 says, my utility bill is $10,000 because I can't pay it. Holy.
That's ridiculous.
Holy Toledo. Now, there are programs that what I do know that Catholic Charities sometimes will pay a utility bill, and Catholic Charities will also sometimes pay a rent for 1 month.
Right.
So you might check with Catholic Charities, Blue Lady 22, and also check with the utility and find out if you are eligible for discounts and if they might waive some of that. That's what it was, Martin. Thank you. Mekong Delta. My dad was on a PT boat on the Mekong Delta. That's it. That's what everyone probably already forgot about that. Back to Common Cookers TV was responding to someone saying, what are you talking about? People are intense. Well, she says, I'm talking about ones in hotels. Yeah, and there were many, many, many illegal. I did a video on it. How many in Chicago? I think they had allocated in New York, was it 2.3 billion, and in Chicago another certain number of billion, not millions, billions to pay for they in certain areas complete hotels have been completely taken over and are being paid by the government for illegal aliens to stay there. But I'm not going to get into that story. We could go back and forth, but there are literally thousands who are being sheltered in hotels, while I'm sitting on a street right now where I can go right down there and find a dozen people homeless.
Yep.
I can go up the hill and find another 20 or 30 homeless. I can walk down the street and there are all kinds of RVs, cars, people living in them.
But the
So
people living in them are seniors. They've
yes,
worked their life.
yes,
They're the ones in the car in the RVs actually had jobs and have lives, and they can't afford it. And
most
they're
of
good
the
people.
ones in the tents. Here's my thing. It's not that I don't care about someone living in a tent, but I feel like they say on an airplane, put your mask on you first before you put it on your child. I feel that the first people that we should get out of tents are American citizens. And I'm not saying don't help other people. Anyone who knows me knows I help anyone and everyone I can, regardless of their status. I will help someone, especially if someone's hungry. I'll buy them a meal. I'll do whatever I can. But as far as the government providing housing, I think our first responsibility is to our citizens. But I'm going to get off my bandwagon here because I don't want to get into this because this could. You don't have PayPal, do you?
Yes.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is it?
Okay,
she doesn't know. Okay.
I don't get to use it because I haven't run my business in a couple of years.
Okay. Janet says, Kat, I've been praying for you. Thank you,
Janet.
Janet.
I mean, trust me, the comments, I read them because it makes me feel good that I'm just not as scared as I really am.
What? Here's it. Anthony Tripp said there's a homeowner here in AC. Where's AC? That got hit with a water bill of $400,000.
Oh, wow.
How can
That's
that be?
insane. He had a leak.
But wouldn't you know the first week the first month? Wouldn't the water company send someone out?
You would think so.
Oh my goodness. Common Cookers, Letha says those hotel rooms were temporary. Most were forced back into the street right in time for winter to arrive soon. No, Letha, I have to disagree. There are a lot of people that are still in hotels. Now, I don't know about all people in hotels, but there are a lot of people that are still in hotels in Chicago and in New York. And in fact, a lot of citizens, if you watch the news, a lot of citizens have been protesting and going to city council meetings because they're asking why they can't get help, and there are plans to house more individuals. So but anyhow, like I said, I'm not going to get into that because we could go all night on that. Hey Carl hey Carell, hello watching. Oh, I thought this was a different Carell. Hello Carell, watching from Ireland. No, my friend is not in Ireland, but hello Carell, how are you?
How cool. I've always wanted to go see the barn stuff.
Oh, okay. I got it. Roxrose said I got to drop my mom, so we're listening, but chat with you all next time. Stay safe. And I got to go because I got to go pick up Jessica. She has had a movie date with some friends. So I got to go pick her up, be there by 5. All right. So Chick-fil-A is offering a free chicken sandwich to veterans. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, I like Chick-fil-A, but I have to say I like the sandwiches at Kentucky Fried better. All right, guys, we're going to go. Anyone, you know how I do it. Anyone that's a first time in the oh my goodness, Blue Lady 22 says your mother is on hospice. She's 88 years old. Gosh. I'm so sorry, Blue Lady, to hear that. My heart goes out to you, and I know this must be a very difficult time for you. So my heart truly goes out to you.
It's hard to go through, and
yes,
yeah, my heart's with you because I know what it's like.
Dearest Dawn says the bird and the train sound like an old vaudeville show.
Well, my life is never quiet. I can guarantee that.
Her life is an ongoing vaudeville show with a whole host of characters coming in and out. I'm telling you. Someone was just coming over here. What did someone had?
The police had cleaned up her tent area and left her with no clothes, and she had nothing on her back. So I was asking if she needed anything, so if she needs any clothes or something.
Oh my
she's
goodness!
gonna
So
come back.
they did
They
a
cleared her
sweep.
out. Yeah, they did a sweep and cleared everything out from where she lives.
But I thought they're supposed to, when they do that, supposed to tell you where your stuff is so you can go
Oh
pick it
no, they
up.
come with the dumpster. They come with the truck and they just clear
I
it.
thought there was a law that you had to.
No, they can give you a warning, but if you don't get it out, then they just take everything.
I thought she was talking about someone stealing her stuff.
No.
Oh, she's talking about the police did it.
Yeah, they came in yesterday
wow.
morning and just cleaned her out.
Wow. She better not.
So-
I bet that she won't keep anything else in a tent.
Well, they have to. They have no choice.
Oh,
They have to, and so it's always getting a new tent, getting new clothes, getting new bedding,
so just as
getting
you
new this.
make a step forward,
Then they pull you back,
I'll
and
see.
then they move you from one point to the next
Who
point
was
to that.
that? Well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do something. Maybe I can do something. Okay, an Applebee's. Oh, Applebee's has something for veterans today. So any veterans listening, all right. Rick's Gypsy says, I'm so tired of most needy being neglected by the greedy. Something has to change. Well, Rick, I'm going to tell you this. There are 55, according to my recent research and the census, the last census, and probably many seniors weren't counted in the census, and probably a host of people living in vans and RVs and stuff weren't counted, but 55 million were counted. Imagine if those 55 million got together, and of those, at least 15 million, my research indicated, are at or below the poverty level. Imagine if all those people got together and say, okay, enough is enough. Someone was telling me they should do a march on Washington. I would go.
Yeah,
I would go. But I mean, if that many people got together, that's a powerful, powerful voting bloc that could absolutely change a presidential election. So I'm saying, we're more powerful than we recognize, and maybe need to do something to harness that power.
I don't think people really understand how many there are out there.
Yeah, and harness that power to bring about some change.
I mean, I know a guy who did concrete with Danny, and he was one of the hardest workers there were, and he's living in his car right down the street.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a senior.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are going to be any fun. First, I know I'm passing by all these comments. I'm sorry, but I've got to. Oh my goodness, M. Taylor, I just saw this stage 3 thyroid cancer. It's definitely been a journey. I'm now having to sell my home because I'm out of money. And when people ask, "Oh, didn't they save? Didn't they do?"
But you shouldn't have to lose everything.
You should not have to lose your home. There should be laws that prevent that from happening. I'm trying my best to feel blessed to even have a home to sell for treatment money. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry. Where are you going to live if you're selling your home? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but see, that gives you an instability, and then another worry to add to what you're trying to do is to get everything stable.
Oh, Blue Sky 1972 says complimentary appetizer at the Yard House. Okay. Red says I can't find Kat's Vimo, Carol. Or Venmo.
Okay.
Okay.
What I'll have to do is have her take a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll do that and post
then,
it. Take care of yourself. Build up your emergency fund. Get yourself stable. Then you can give to others. That's true. But all right. Sitting Love from South Carolina, Sunshine Griffith. Well, this time we are. Yeah, that's so sad, M. Taylor. Old Bird wants to know, are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Well, as what?
Cat's Goldies.
Cat's Goldies.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I find out about out here, and since I've been out here, I have found out that people who have nothing give the most.
That's true.
Where it's amazing. They come and check on me. I've seen pieces of junk cars pull RVs to save a $58 ticket that barely run, and I see so much kindness. Even though I say some have warts, and whatever the wart is, that's their thing, but their heart is good. And I see a lot of amazing things out here. Yeah.
Lava Lindy says she rescued Marley. She did.
Yes.
Is there a number in your Vimo? I'll get it in here. It may not be tonight, or because I've got to go pick up Jessica, but I will get this information in there. Let's see. Fresh fruit and veggies. that helps. It does help to eat healthy. Hey, Euphoric Granny Productions. Hello, hello. I made it. The raccoon. Yikes.
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't petting that raccoon. You can
He
believe.
was sweet. But right now, fresh food veggie, I had 8 teeth pulled out the other day, and it was not smart to do.
Yeah.
I've been in bed for the last couple of days.
She had 8 teeth pulled. Do you believe that? Why did you just do one at a time?
Because I'm a chicken. It was easier just to get it done.
Oh my gosh.
I'd rather power out, and I have a goal of being healthy in one year.
Oh my gosh.
And have as many surgeries as I can get done in 1 year.
Anthony Tripp says, I like James Blackwood, the raccoon guy on YouTube. Okay.
They're cute animals. They just, they terrorize this house though.
No, they are vicious.
No, mine wasn't vicious
yet.
No, he was sweet.
They go through the trash, and if you go up on them while they're in a trash can, you walk up on them, they're like, oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Okay. You know what, James? I'm sorry. I'm gonna okay. Sorry. We don't if you think we're annoying, then you don't need to be here. I'm sorry. I just have very little tolerance tonight. What can I say? Well, James is gone. He's on timeout. If you can behave, James, you can come back. If not, you're gone for good. I have fur babies. Chill with cat. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I keep saying we're gonna go. But this is it. Any number ones? I'm gonna I don't see any number ones. I'm sorry if I miss any really important comments, but I am so far behind. Okay, great, Ober, you got the address. Thank you. Anything else? Euphoric Granny says Oregon is about 17 for a small rental property. That's cheap compared to here, Okay, we're going. All right. Anyone who is a content creator, would you put a big C? And I'm so sorry for people. Yeah, you're right. 8 of Wands. If you don't have health insurance, you're in deep trouble. Even with the high deductibles, you're in deep trouble. So true. All right. We're heading out. Anyone else? C for content creator, because I want to call out my content creators. I know Red-Headed Riding Hood is a content creator. Hey, Ray Churchy, say part steep drugs. I'm not sure. Large, fast, and loud. I'm not sure on that, Ray Churchy, what you're talking about that. But hello, Ray. Welcome in to the chat. But we're heading out. Lethe said some Californians have very little empathy for the unhoused. Sadly, where I live in Berkeley, there's a war on those in RVs. And Berkeley, I grew up in Oakland, and Berkeley was always the ultra liberal. And now all of a sudden they're having a war on people impoverished. What happened to Berkeley? I don't know.
A lot of it is they don't like the mess. Some of these RVs leave a mess everywhere. They don't want to see the old beat up ones. They want it to look as nice and clean as possible.
JK says, would Cat be able to get towed to an RV campground for a month or two? Problem, JK, RV campgrounds here are what, about $1,500?
When Danny died, I paid $2,000, but that's not the problem. It's they have a 10-year rule.
Oh, that's right.
And the 10-year rule is that you can't have. The only reason I got to go to the campground after Danny died was because he had died that morning.
But now the campground, but that's RV parks,
right?
But maybe a campground.
They still have a limited time you can go, like Carlsbad and San Alejo. I was going to.
Oh yeah.
And then you can only stay for so many days, and then you got to move.
Yeah, RV parks you can stay at for a long period. The top problem is with RV parks, they want pristine looking, most of them pristine looking RVs that aren't older than 10 years. And the ones around here, I called around. I found one way out that was $1,300 a month. That was the cheapest one I found. Ones around here are going for about $2,000 a month. Mm-hmm. I've down at the beach. Well, that's crazy. They're like $2,500 or something down.
But even at the beach, the RV, the campgrounds, they only let you stay like 28 days, and then you got to move out. and then you can go back in, but you can't stay the full 30 days.
Okay, here's Crystal and La Gringa Van Life. She's one of my moderators and a great content creator. There is her link. She's dropping her link. Can the rest of my moderators drop your link? Go check out everyone who's dropping their link. They are my moderators and they are amazing and wonderful. Keeping Up with Colorado is a great channel, a content creator. Go check out Keeping Up with Colorado. I'm a moderator. 100 in the chat, and I'm trying to say hi to everyone individually. All right. Okay. Hey. Oh, thank you, JK. I couldn't even get my words out. Hey, Kenneth Bailey, love you all. I love you back always, Kenneth Bailey. All right. I'm hoping I didn't miss. I know I'm missing so many comments, but I'm having to fly by here. I'm not seeing any C's. Content creators. I know Mo Bang for Your Buck is a content creator. Redheaded Riding Hood. Lava Lindy's Awesome Van Life. Let's see. I think I said Plain Vanilla Grandma. Let's see. Let's see. Anyone else? Put a C for content creator so I can give you a shout out, folks. Okay, Red found it. She found it. Let's see. Anyone else that is a content creator? Outdoor Dash Travels is a content creator. And one of my moderators. Anyone else? Let's see. Oh my goodness, this is Keeping Up with Colorado, Crystal and La Gringa, Van Life. See who else? Go over and check them out. Rick's Gypsy. Go over and check him out. We Are All Unique. Who else is content creator here? Okay. All right. I'm not Red-Headed Riding Hood. I think I already said that. Okay. There's my moderators are dropping their links. All right. I think that's it. Whew, this has been a long. Yes. I know you're ready to go lie down. You're tired. All right, folks. Don't forget, Monday I have a video coming out that's going to tell you if you are in credit card debt and are trying to make those payments and not able to buy food and pay your rent. There may be, I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm saying, let me put it like this. And I've said this in the video. If I had to choose between paying credit card debt or providing food for my children and necessary medications, it's no question I would do that for my children. And I think you and we and all of us are equally important. So thank goodness I'm not in that position. But if I were and I had to choose between putting a roof over my head and paying credit card debt, I think I would choose to put a roof over my head. But everyone has to decide for themselves, and there are consequences because, you'll have a bad credit report. Yes, and if you need your credit, you may not be able to use it when you need it. If you have a house, they can put a lien on your house. I mean, there are consequences, but sometimes drastic measures, I don't know. It has to be an individual decision. But check the video Monday. I think it's very interesting. Byron Kale says, I'm not a content creator. Hold on. Yet, but when I hit the road full time, watch out. Okay, well, hopefully you'll do that soon. And I'll shout you out when you are. All right, folks. I got to get off of here and go pick up Jessica. Hey, my brother Don. Hello. And go check out Nora at Arcuda 2001 and her shop on Etsy. She is the most talented artist you ever want to see. And what else can I say? Love you all. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. And I will see you next time.
Everybody have a golden day and thank you.
Yes, have a golden day. And glow on. Glow on.